So I got a cast iron skillet. My grandmother cooked in a cast iron skillet. It was the only way I knew you could make crusty pancakes. What is crusty pancakes? There's an edge of a pancake that gets crispy, and only Southerners really know how to do it. I've never had it at restaurants outside of an old black woman that knows what she's doing. So Luca just going to walk us through, as he already did technically, how to clean and basically keep your cast iron alive and well.
First thing I would suggest you do, they actually make these little scrapers. Most cast iron brands will have them. Just basically, whenever you use it, anything that will stick on there, scrape it all off, get the gunk off of it first. At the very beginning of it, salt, oil, and a rag, and low to medium heat. You're using the coarse salt as almost like a scouring agent to scrape off everything, and the oil is also going to help re-coat it. If you're at the very beginning of the life of one of these cast irons, do that a couple of times. Oil it up again, and then stick it in the oven at 400, so we start curing it and seasoning it and having that layer that's going to form that protective coating on top of your pan. Past that point, I know you always hear it's like, yeah, don't wash it with soap. I mean, I'm not advocating for taking it and sticking it in the pan and leaving it in the sink for days, but quickly, little rinse with warm water, put it back on the stove, turn it on, let it dry up again, and if it needs to, give it another coating of oil. Use it on the regular, this thing is gonna be your best friend in the kitchen. Like mine lives on the stove.
And I'm gonna have the same kind of situation going. It's gotta live on the stove, man, because we cook every day, Dan.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, I was gonna say, obviously not beef burgers in your case, but like even a nice burger on it.
Oh, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like you get like a little press on it, just get your bowl in there, press it down, get it nice and crusty on it. I like doing burgers on like a flat top more than anything else because all that fat stays in the pan, and so it seasons and it cooks, and then when you put your bun on top of it, you can give it a quick covering and it steams and all that. And so you end up with like the most delicious burger ever that's like, it's got a nice crispy seared layer on it, but then the bun is soft and steamed.
Beautiful. Well, there you have it, people. That's how you keep your cast iron clean.
Yeah. All right. Like find one of your cloths on something that you don't mind, sacrificing to the.
I got plenty of them. I get them from Walmart just so I can add to it.
There you go. Just wipe it clean, everything, the handle, the bottom, and everything else, and then put it upside down, stick it in the oven. The idea is that you want that, like all that fat to just kind of sort of like coat off instead of pulling on the bottom of it.
It's good to know people will.
Once you get that done once, let it cool off completely. I mean, at this point, you probably might want to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it every day. You said for the next 3 days.
Or even like this afternoon, just like give it some time to just cool off and like really just set in there, and then just give it the same treatment again.
Okay. Well, we learn something new every day, man. He's already brought my cast iron back to life a few times. I didn't know you could even season these things, man.
Yeah. No, it's it's a process, but it's part of the fun of it.
Yeah, you bring that big ass cast iron. That's your favorite thing to cook in, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, it lives on my stove. It doesn't leave. It's like in the morning time, like it's basically like a stovetop flat top for me at this point. It's like if I make myself a breakfast sandwich, turn it on, put it on medium, stick my bread in there, stick the bacon, everything else going, and then it's like crack your eggs, and then everything is there. So
dude, he could build a whole page just fucking making himself breakfast every morning. You know that, right?
Bro, like if we go on to breakfast next time, we'll fucking do breakfast. I mean, at the club now I got 4 different farms I'm buying eggs from. So James E, the ones I brought over last time, so I actually gone out and bought like reusable trays, so that I want to cut down his waste as well, and like not having to worry about packaging, especially since we're getting what we're getting every week. I have another guy up in Pilot Point, Marco. So same thing, I bought more of these trays, and so last week I went up, got 16 dozen, like all different mixed colors and everything else. Then there is a co-op up in Lucas. The egg farm is called Cedar Ridge. I ordered a case last time, and I got a whole case of like those blue shelled, it's like you go to the store and it's like, oh, white or brown. I'm like, no, my eggs are blue, man. It's like it's that kind of
blue balls, blue eggs.
Yeah. And then the other one is Rumen Ranch, which is out of Ladonia, and so I've been buying from them last year. And same thing, like you gotta understand, it's nice to have multiple sources because it's a farm product. It's not a factory commercial thing. It's like their production goes up and down through the year based on the season. In the wintertime, they produce less. You might have surge in demand and not as much supply behind it. So having four different sources for it helps me stabilize what I serve at the restaurant without having to compromise the quality of what we're using. So that's kind of the fun of it. I definitely don't make my life easier because imagine like my ordering is like, okay, yeah, we need chicken. Okay, so call up Lou for chicken, and then call up Jason for the eggs. If he doesn't have enough, I'll get in touch with Mark and go pick him up on Thursday. And then I've got olive oil. Oh yeah, let me call up 1836 and get a case of that. It's like most restaurants, it's like cool, Cisco, send, done, move on to the next thing. And here I'm, we're like. Who's got some cool stuff? You got some cool stuff? Cool. Do you sell to restaurants? Absolutely. My next vendor is the honey. I'm trying to find us local Texas honey too, which there's plenty of around.
I was about to say, that woman that does that honey, that peach honey that was at the blendery?
Yeah.
That what's it? What was this?
Oh, the Canyon Creek, the one that they barrel age. I would love to get in touch because, like I said, for me, some of these things like I don't have a huge consumption of, so it's not like I'm going through like barrels of honey. It's like I'll go through, say, 10 pounds a month because we use it for some of the sauces, we use it for some of the dressings. We do like an apple and radicchio slaw for the fried chicken sandwich that we have on the menu. So like the radicchio is bitter, but so adding a little bit of honey in there, and the apple sort of sweetens it up and balances it, and you get a nice fresh crunch when you bite into that sandwich. And so it's.
You know what's crazy, man, is one of the things I was going to do. You know, like you get sprouts, you put some and you dip them in like a vinegar honey.
Yeah.
And just I was going to top it on that fucking ahi tuna there. I didn't have time to grab it.
Yeah.
It tastes so. I'm like, I need honey. I need these sprouts.
Fresh. It's isn't it fun? It's just like playing with flavors, man. It's like it just and especially when the ingredients
you're
are
around,
good.
you speak my language, so I'm falling in trash.
So we're gonna do with that. Let's give it a touch. Let's take it out there.
I'll put it down so it don't burn you up.
Okay. Come on, these hands are dead. You still are gonna get a little bit of oxidation happening as you heat it up because obviously it's this raw iron.
Yeah.
You see it. So this is where you want to. If you have a little bit more of that salt.
Oh yeah.
Just a tiny little bit. It doesn't need to be a lot. Like a tablespoon. And then we need some oil. Well, in this case, let's go with the most neutral of neutral oils and just give it a little scrubby scrub. So Zero Acre, as I said before, it's made. This is out of California as a company. They source sugarcane and they bioferment it into a neutral oil, which is phenomenal to cook with because you let the food speak for itself rather than masking it with other off stuff that you don't want. Like you already did the big lift. You scrape off all that layer that was in there. So here we're just kind of both scraping it off and adding some oil. And we're gonna be doing this a few times. So
that's the final touches, huh?
Yeah. Cool. So this unfortunately is gonna go bye-bye because
trash that. There's trash right back there.
Yeah. Huh.
Some more here.
That's one used for her there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just let's not destroy all the nice ones first. Let's use that. So. All right. So we'll toss that.
Let's hold that thing with his hand. I got some mints over here.
I said these hands are dead.
But it already looks crazy nice, man.
So, flip it over. Let's start again. So like you're not trying to like soak it in grease. You just want to create a coating on it.
Yeah. And
then we're gonna stick it in a 400-degree oven. At the first steps, you get every corner of this. It'll take a few tries. And then the other thing too, just use it. The first few rounds, my suggestion and recommendation, get something fatty and cook it in here. Just get a pound of bacon and just cook bacon in it for a week. It's just gonna help. It's more. Then once it's stable and you get it nice and coated, maintaining it is easy. It's just the beginning of it is your heavy lift. So, all right. So we're gonna pop it in the oven. All right. And by the time we're done, it should be about time to pull it out and just let it rest and do its thing.
That's crazy, man. Well, shit.
Yeah.